I'd like to start off just by asking what you make of these allegations from the short seller.
Thank you, David, for having me on the show. Firstly, I think the short selling itself is not new to India, right? And secondly, obviously, Hindenburg has an agenda. They have a position on the stock, and they have put out a report. The allegations themselves are not new. The data points which they have put out, many of them are known to markets. Many of them can be easily verified by other investors. But of course, there are allegations. It's tough to make out or verify many of the allegations, which some of which go 20 years into the past. Has the Adani Group grown too fast, too soon in the last few years? Yes. Two is, have they been probably the largest group in India, owning a lot of, or rather acquiring a lot of infrastructure assets in India? Yes. So these are all verifiable things. One thing is for sure that the stock market capitalization is very high. Relative to what? Valuation is in the eyes of the beholder, so to say. These days we have companies without earnings also trading at billion-dollar valuation. So from that perspective, it's not clear. But Adanis have real assets. That's one thing for sure.
So, Shriram, let me then ask you, Adani Enterprises, you mentioned that valuation is in the eye, or value is in the eye of the beholder. You're almost paying 100 times earnings on the stock itself. Do you think that's cheap or expensive?
No, as I said, it's in the eyes of a bit. There are companies these days without even earnings, trading at unicorn levels and at $1 billion of market capitalization. So for all, but the Adani stocks have very low free float. So that probably is one important factor which drives the stock price. And we don't know for sure as to what exactly is the valuation. But for sure, when compared to other comparables in the marketplace, they seem expensive from just a PE multiple or from other metrics compared to other peers in the market.
So, Shriram, when you look at what Hindenburg has been saying, you can argue, is there any smoke without fire here? But of course, we don't know enough about this yet. But tell me something. What about from a governance perspective? Do you think that all the checks and balances are correct in actually supervising this company here, which has seen its share price up, something like 1,500% since the start of 2020?
No, see, we always believe any company or a group has always scope to improve. Could Adanis do better on ESG? For sure. Could Adanis get probably the big four as audit firms? For sure. So there is definitely scope for improvement, and there is a scope to reach out to investors and set right some things which they don't have in place currently. So for sure, there is some merit to what Hindenburg is saying, but some of the data points are available to all investors, and some of these allegations or some of these, like for example, the foreign shareholding, the shareholding patterns, etc., have been around in the marketplace, and so most investors know it. But it is tough to verify some other allegations that the Hindenburg report makes for third-party investors.
Well, absolutely. They talk about shell companies, they talk about money laundering, they talk about siphoning here. Shriram, do you see, though, from just what is available in the public domain, any red flags?
As I told you, see, the red flags is with respect to probably the related party transactions, the interlinking by many of the group companies, possibly the quality of the audit firms, the statutory auditors, etc. So there is definitely scope to improve. Could Adanis do better on ESG front because they own large infrastructure assets, right? So definitely they could enhance their ESG profile. So that's, I would think, a work in progress for the group itself. And overall, they need to do more investor outreach and enhance their profile as far as corporate governance goes.
Shriram, a final question. On our screens right now, we're showing our viewers here a measure of, I guess, the liquidity, the ability of the company really to meet some of the short-term obligations. This is one of the things that Hindenburg Research actually put out, that some of these ratios are below 1. What I want to get to is a bigger question really related to this. Is the group overly leveraged? Is there too much debt within all these companies combined?
Yes and no. See, much of the debt is supported by cash flows, right? I mean, Adani Ports is a cash-generating this one. And most of these companies have monopolistic characteristics. So even a small increase in pricing would probably result in huge cash flows. And like Adani Total Gas or Adani Green are new enterprises. In that sense, it is sort of groundbreaking infrastructure company. So I think within a few years or so, they should be also generating cash. But the supporting is Adani Ports and the transmission and power, which have monopolistic characteristics. So market pricing is very easy for Adanis to sort of supplement it. And two is this FPO, which is the follow-on public offering, is to diversify its own investor base and to generate cash to pay off some of the debt. So Adanis can sell off some equity to reduce the leverage for sure. Yeah.
Shriram, you know, nepotism is never really something which has gone away in India. Tell us how perhaps Mr. Adani's closeness to Mr. Modi, how much of this proximity to the government there is responsible for the great fortune that he does have?
No, it's no secret that definitely Mr. Adani's growth has also been coterminous with the current dispensation, so to say, Mr. Modi and the government for sure. But what part of it has been just purely because of that, we don't know that. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. But definitely the growth has been coterminous with the current dispensation.